Hey y'all, it's Pam Hubler. Thanks for coming to the session today. And if you're watching after the fact, I'm glad you're watching. I'm just going to show you how you can use your Twitter account. I'm assuming you've already created an account. So this one is just going to go through if you've already created one and now you're just trying to understand how to use it. So I'm just going to start with the home button because that's usually what pops up as soon as you're in. And you will only see the people that you follow. Occasionally you see posts that are advertisements, and you can choose whether or not you want to see them or not, but they will still show up. I'll go back to home. I'll show you how to follow and everything too. This hashtag, I don't usually use this, but the notifications, this is helpful in knowing when somebody likes whatever you share, when somebody follows you, when somebody responds to something you shared. And you can see the notifications here. This means somebody retweeted what I have shared, and I'll go through what all that means, just so you know. Right now I'm just showing you basically the different components of Twitter. This shows all notifications up here, mentions, and this is just any of the posts where my name or my handle, the @ Specialtechie, wherever that is mentioned. I usually just keep it on all. Over on the right, you'll see trends for you. And this one is just created based on just trending for me, the United States, sports, politics, entertainment, NFL. I don't usually click on any of those. You can adjust them, but I just pretty much ignore the right side, kind of like when you're in YouTube. You just have to ignore some of the stuff that's on there. This one right here, this is for your messages. And these are just direct messages. So any groups that you have or individual people, you get notifications there. It's almost like having just like a regular messaging. Bookmarks. This is anything that I have saved. Those are all the bookmarks. Usually things that I want to go back to. I don't have a ton of bookmarks because liking it or retweeting is mainly what I do. These are lists that I own, ones that I created if I wanted to make sure I could go back to those people. Subscribed means groups or lists that other people have created and I wanted to be a part of. And then member. Again, probably not the main thing you're going to look at. Main thing we're going to look at today is this, your home, the little bell, which is the notifications, and wherever your picture is. And that is one thing you should do. Add a picture. Don't be a shadowy figure. People don't like to follow shadowy figures. And you'll see that just the gray facial feature, that one is what is just standard. You want to go ahead and add a picture to that, even if it's your Bitmoji. Okay, so I clicked on this right here, which is my profile. I added my own image, and in the session I will show you how you can do that. This is my name here, which obviously you can add whatever you want the text to say. But here at Specialtechie, that is my handle. That is the one that once you create it, you can change it, but it's not super easy. So you want to make sure that that is what you want it to be. This is your bio. It doesn't give you a lot of space, so you kind of have to summarize pretty short, in a pretty short way, what you want people to know. I would recommend adding something about you being a teacher or an educator in general, because sometimes people won't follow. Not that it's super important for people to follow you, but the more people that follow you, the more you can get your ideas out there shared, and the more people that it'll reach. Hashtags are helpful, ones that you use a lot. You can choose if you want people to see your location, a blog. I added my blog. This, they will only see your birthday. They will not see your year. Of course, you guys are seeing my year, but I know you won't hold it against me. And it will show your join date. It'll also say how many people you're following and how many followers you have. Tweets, this is just basically, I have a pinned tweet here because this is one that I share a lot, so I just keep that pinned. And then anything I retweeted, or this one I actually shared, I retweeted this one. The only thing that other people will see are things that I retweet or that I post. So if somebody tags me in something that I don't necessarily agree with or don't need other people to see, I won't retweet it. You can still like it, but I won't retweet it. So there you can see a lot of different things. This one I retweeted. So you get an idea of what this stream looks like. Tweets and replies. This will show everything that you share, including conversations that are had after you have posted. Media, that will be any of the pictures or GIFs or really anything that's a picture, an image that you've shared. So you can just go through that if you're looking for something in particular. Likes, if you know you liked something, to remember to go back to it. That's what that will show you. Anything that you've liked, it will show. I like a lot of things, so I don't use this very often because if I go back to this, I won't really be able to find much. So that's the basic layout of Twitter. And you can have multiple accounts. And this little pen right here, that's where you can actually start a new tweet. Up here is where you can search. I'm going to go ahead and search for BCSD Innovates, just so you can see some of the tweets that people in our district have tweeted. At the top, it'll show you people, so people that do use the hashtag or that it's a part of their bio. And then if I scroll down, I can see anybody, even if I'm not following them, I can see people that have. Okay, and if I click on people, I can see some people to follow, and you'll notice that there's BCSD Innovates here. This is not us. This is actually one in New York. So you do have to click on them to see if there's anyone, if it is actually who you're looking for before you follow. Photos, it could be anything BCSD Innovates. Same with videos. If you're looking for videos that are shared within the district using that hashtag, you can see those there. So lots of good things to find. So I'm going to go back. This just goes back to this page right here, my profile page, where you can search. And now I'm going to go ahead and click this right here. And that creates a new tweet. So just to show you what this looks like, this means that you can add an image. You can add something that's already downloaded on your computer. If I click on this, it will, I'm on a Chromebook right now, so it will open anything that is, I can get to my drive or downloads. If it's on a computer, you'll also see your computer files. A GIF, you can check that. I'm not going to do that on my Chromebook right now because it does seem to get a little, it wants to freeze on me, so I'm not going to click on that, but you can add GIFs. This one, if I click on this, it gives you an option to do a poll. So if you really just want your PLN to help you make a decision, you can add a couple choices there, put a poll out there. This is good to use with kids also. I'm going to discard that. Okay, let me go back so you can see the other options. You can add, if I click on this, I can add different emojis. Which emojis are good? Okay, so now just an idea. Thanks for coming today. And I'm going to tag BCSD Teacher Forum because they're the ones that put on this conference. And I'm going to tag BCSD Technology. I can tag BCSD Academics and Innovation and BCSD Schools. It doesn't really matter who you tag because if they don't retweet it, nobody will see it on their page. So if BCSD Schools doesn't want to share something that I share, they just won't retweet it and it will never show up on their feed. So then all I would have to do is click tweet and it'll show up. I will add a hashtag though, because the hashtags are really the key to it, because it kind of, you can go by a topic. CSD Innovates. A lot of the times if it's one you've used before or a common one, like TLAP, Teach Like a Pirate, I can click on it because it is one I use a lot. PD for You and Me is a Twitter chat that I help moderate. That pops up. and I would click tweet and it'll show up. I'm not going to tweet this one, so I'm going to close it. Close that. I'm going to discard that. So if I click on home, if I tweeted something, it would just show up in my feed. And within the time that I was recording this, you can see a 1 up here. That just means if I clicked on this, somebody else liked something that I tweeted. And so I could see a heart and I could see the people that liked what I had tweeted. So that's the basic layout of Twitter. And we'll go through some of that during the session too. So if you have any questions, you can let me know.